Storyboarding? Heard of it? Well, it's a foundational step in creating quality e-learning, I can promise you. In this video, I outline how to effectively storyboard using a real example. Hi, Bianca Raby here, learning designer with big dreams of becoming a movie producer one day, or maybe in another life. When I first fell into learning design and heard the term storyboard, I was confused. Isn't that something that authors and motion picture producers do? Well, yes, the definition is a sequence of drawings, typically with some directions and dialogue representing the shots planned for a movie or television production. So, why should I consider adopting this process as a learning designer? Well, simply put, a storyboard in e-learning acts as the single source of truth for the course. It's the most important process and document. A finished storyboard is the final step before the educational technologist or the learning designer publishes in the platform or LMS or authoring tool. So let's dive into what one looks like so we can see how to effectively set them up for your next project. Storyboard setup. A storyboard is usually done at a module level. So we keep the course name in the header and use the footer to display the document name, using strict naming conventions. This sample is for a course called AI for Teachers, and we are looking at Module 1 called AI in the Classroom. This is also the 5th course in OPEDA's suite, so it is coded OPP05. Storyboard elements. Now let's look at the elements of the board. Navigation. Some storyboards can be 30+ pages long, so using header 1 in the navigation bar at the top can help save time. It also acts as the overview for the module for the learning designers to review. Learning outcomes. Here we list the course learning outcomes and indicate what modules focus on which one. Rich media. Since creating custom media has its own process flow and documentation, we use this section to indicate how many videos and where they will be placed in the module. Usually this is linked to the script or the post-production notes document, but as soon as the video is complete, the link to the embedded video is included here. Because remember, this is just before we go to publish. Content. This is the table to contain all the learning content. We use 3 columns. Column 1 to assign a number to each section. For example, 1.0 is always the overview of the module. Then we move through sequential numbering for each topic within a module. Number 2 is the content. More on this in a minute. Number 3 is a section for notes. I find our designers don't use this as much as they rely on the comments in Google Docs and tagging, but for those of you not working in live documents, notes can be useful in tracking the co-design process. Storyboard content. Okay, so now the part where we build the learning experience. This content section is the part that varies the most. How you bring the course to life in here will depend on the platform you will be publishing in and the learning blocks that you have decided to use and how much support the person publishing needs to get your vision. Also, this section is where you interact the most with the subject matter experts and you do the co-design process. For the AI for Teachers course, we published in the RISE authoring tool, so the learning blocks in here represent elements of RISE. We used watch, example, read, download, reflect, quote, and we created some custom images. Please note, we hyperlink to the finished image and we include the alt text for these inside the storyboard for ease of publishing. Finishing a storyboard. In this example, you are seeing a clean board. Up until the day of publishing, this document had a lot of comments going on. Conversations, reminders, tagging of team members, and some random highlighting by the lead learning designer. Just like a whiteboard in a live creative workshop, this is awesome. The more chaos, the better, as it's being developed, and this is the creative process. But when the time comes to publish, it's the lead learning designer's role to clean it up. We need a clean board to finish. Resolve everything, check hyperlinks, run the editing eye over things, and ensure that all the bits are complete. Sometimes your lead learning designer is also the one who publishes. This gives the design team some leeway as they will often make calls in the moment if something isn't resolved. However, the best practice is to hand over a clean board, just like this one. Fun, huh? A storyboard is a learning designer's canvas. If you are lucky enough to get to work in the Google Suite, to do this, you will find it a breeze. So what has been your experience with storyboarding? Drop me a comment below, because they all look a little different. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to click like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep creating this content. For a deeper look into the Rise authoring tool that we use to publish the AI for Teachers course, please check out this video. And think about joining OPEDA's Learning Design Rocks community to meet and network with other teachers and LDs. This is where you will find also the full AI for Teachers course. Thanks for watching, and until next time, please stay awesome.